Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. So my name is Muhammad Ijam bin Sabri
And my name is Samson Yususu.
and we are from Alpha Tribe.
So today my group will present about 3D printed house. So let me introduce you guys about 3D printed house. The introduction is structural panels and columns, bridge and civil construction 3D printing, C3DP or 3D construction printing, 3DCP, refers to various technologies that use 3D printing as a core method to fabricate buildings or construction components. Alternative terms for this process include additive construction. 3D concrete refers to concrete extraction technologies, whereas autonomous robotic construction system ARCS, large scale additive manufacturing, LSEM or freeform construction FC refers to other
At construction scale, the main 3D printing methods are execution, concrete, cement, wax, and foam. Powder bonding, polymer bond, reactive bond, and stirring in activate welding. A number of the different approaches have been described to the date, which includes on-site and off-site fabrication of building and construction components.
Good evening and greetings to all the viewers. My name is Johnny, and I will be presenting about the process of 3D printed construction. So, the process of 3D printed construction it has low construction costs. 3D printed buildings have much lower building costs than those built with traditional methods because of the reductions in raw material and, more importantly, labor. In architectural projects, labor costs can be reduced by up to 80% by having most construction completed by 3D printers. Production costs are also reduced by eliminating the 3D printed building need for maintaining large storage spaces and having daily transportation of building materials. It also has reduced construction waste. Using 3D printed construction for architectural projects is more environmentally friendly. While using very little energy, the printed construction will only generate about 30% of the waste that a normal construction project produces. Components are printed on demand, and any material not used can easily be recycled for future use. The cement mixture used in 3D printers can be produced out of recycled plastic and other imperishable materials. It also has increased design shapes. 3D printing can create design shapes and customization that isn't possible or will be super expensive if done by regular construction. Printers can precisely place small amounts of concrete exactly where needed for complex shapes, greatly enhancing an architect's design possibilities.
Today, I will share about cons of 3D printed construction. Building cons. There are no regulation of process to get 3D printed buildings approved for residential or commercial use. The government would first need to come up with standards that must be followed as far as electrical, plumbing, structural integrity, and public safety costs. Material types. The material that can be delivered from the printer head is pretty much limited to just concrete and plastics. Building requiring wood or steel component would not be able to use the printer to complete those portions. Engineering compatibility. Very few architects and engineers have took interest in 3D printed buildings. The additional 3D printed home capabilities that come with the new technology are not being used during the design phase.
As for safety precautions, number 1, beware of toxic fumes from materials. Number 2, avoid electric shocks. Number 3, watch out for scrapple blades. Number 5, watch out for burn risk from heated parts. Number 6, adhere to standard safety guidelines. Number 7, minimize risk of fire.
Good afternoon, my name is Alessandro Ignatius and I want to present to you about how 3D printer building materials. So the first one is concrete. So concrete material is the most popular 3D printing construction material. This is largely due to its flexibility in its formulation. Some 3D construction printer manufacturers have also developed their own ideal formulation of 3D printing concrete, such as lavacrete, used with the Vulcan 3D construction printers by Icon. The key of advantage of using 3D printed concrete over the normal concrete is obviously its strength and its similarity to the conventional concrete. This allows for the transfer of knowledge of conventional construction materials to 3D printed house construction. Next is mortar. Similar to concrete, mortar is a mix made out of sand, cement and other materials used in construction. Traditional mortar is basically the stuff placed between the wall bricks or blocks to bond them together. 3D printing using mortar is designed to be used to build entire 3D printed homes. Beyond being environmentally friendly, using soil material is also time and cost effective. Okay, next I will introduce you about the building lifespan. Okay, based on the comparable benchmarks, as well constructed 3D printed house should last for a minimum 100 years and could potentially last well over 300 years. Well constructed means that there is no delamination between the 3D printed layers and proper hydration has been maintained throughout the course of the build. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. Okay, the last material is soil. Soil material is notably used by webs and big data construction 3D printers. If the environment is priority in your list of decision making, then using on-site soil when mixed with agricultural fiber waste such as rice husk is an exceptional way of making 3D printed house with almost nil environmental footprint.